There you are. Oh, I thought we'd have to do the show without you, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting will be a thrill. Grandpa and Chill, grandson and friends. Podcasting Grandpa and Chill will be a thrill. Grandson and friends. With your hosts, Grandpa Bart and Brandon Fox, Phines Jackson and Sierra Dawes. This is Grandpa and Chill.
I used to do it in college. I was like, oh, it might be a cute date idea, but I was thinking maybe we could do it with Grandpa. Otherwise, I'm out of ideas.
Are you trying to screw with me?
No, it's actually really it's really sweet. Like in the experiment, for 36 questions to fall in love, they invited couples that never knew each other, and they would sit down and then they would read these questions back and forth and then look into each other's eyes for 5 minutes, and they got married afterward, after the experiment. So it worked.
How many couples?
I think they had a bunch, and they had at least one get married. So
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
I'm down. I don't care. Let's do it.
What do you want to do, Phines?
I'm gonna do that.
No, what do you want to do? What do you all want to do?
I'm down to just hang out and
Yeah, for real, dude.
Cool.
It's been a week.
Weather's nice. You're drinking that water like it's been a week.
Like,
Well, I was telling
fuck.
Phines and Sierra a little bit ago, before you got on, Brandon, that I went into New York today to help my wife's son buy some camera equipment, and he wanted to do the driving in his vehicle, and he drives like a freaking maniac. Drove it between 90 and 100 miles an hour the whole way, and I think I got some gray hairs from it.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
I was really frightened.
That means that you still have some hair at least.
I have a few hairs left.
Yeah.
But who knows? You may catch up with me.
I'm every night before I go to sleep I pray.
Was that part of the sleep thing?
Yeah, that's true.
Don't eat before bed. Have you stopped eating before bed?
No, he never
his
gave me
advice?
any. I'm sure it's great advice. He never gave me any active solutions except to do it, and it's
The
like
solution was to stop eating.
to stop. Yeah, no, not at all, dude. I couldn't. It was like 2:30, and I didn't have any food in my whole house, and I just besides eggs and a can of beans, so I made eggs and a can of beans at 2:30 in the morning, ate it, and went to sleep. It's disgusting.
You didn't really go to sleep. You went to pre-REM sleep. Your body was too busy digesting the beans. I went to a comedy show yesterday, Brandon.
Did
We
you?
go watch some. I mean, I didn't perform, but I did have some really good asshole side banter. You know,
That's hilarious.
Guy from-
I also went to a comedy show last night for the first time.
Oh, yeah, it was outdoors for us. Was
Nice.
yours outdoors or indoors?
Yeah, totally outdoors.
Oh, yeah, I just wondered. I mean,
In Atlanta with all their precautions.
Yeah. What what do you mean by asshole side banner?
well, like when I did a lot of callbacks because I watched all the comedians, so
You a
If there was-
heckler? Did
I
you
was,
heckle the comedians?
yeah, it was opportune times to heckle.
Who
I waited
who
to
were
the
you? You were being an asshole, like joking with the person that you were with, or you were actually talking to comics on stage?
Not the comics. It was just like little small stuff. Like there was this one guy that had a soup joke. He was asking everybody like, "Oh, what's your favorite soups? What's your favorite soups?" And they know. And then later on, there was another guy up, and he had this low dead spot, and he was like, "I don't know. Does anybody have any questions?" And I go, "What's your favorite soup?" And it was
Nice.
funny.
Did it get a laugh?
It did get a laugh, but he
You
left.
probably
and he
Was it
like,
was it an open mic or it was professional comedians?
No, it wasn't professional comedians. I mean, it was they were scheduled comedians, but I don't it was in like you sign up and go up there, which is
Fun.
Was this at the oh my god, what's the Astoria venue?
no, this is in Harlem.
Oh, cool. What venue?
Some cafe. I know it's expensive. I bought. It looked like it was gonna be something like the price was like $16 for like pulled pork something. And I thought it was gonna be like a sandwich, but it was just like a little biscuit with feta cheese and like a little piece of meat on it. And I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. That's how they get you. They're like, free comedy show. Here's your
Buy your
$20
meal
ham.
and a drink. Yeah.
Dinner and entertainment.
Yeah.
But that was good. Glad to go
That's
out.
fun.
Yeah.
I performed.
How'd you do?
I actually pretty good, honestly. Like I didn't kill, but I didn't bomb by any means, and it was my first set in like 16 months. Maybe like second set in 14 months. And I have all this new stuff, but I did, 3 minutes of like what I was doing that always got laughs before, and so it went fine. It was good. Yeah.
I have a technical question because I really don't understand all this. Can a guest be on this program with just a cell phone?
I
Or
don't
do they
think
need
so.
to have them set up with the microphone, the headphones, and all that?
I think for this service, you need to have like a computer or a laptop, and you need to have Google Chrome.
Okay. A computer and a laptop. What about? Well, then you would need to have a microphone, I would assume.
Yeah, like you could just use the built-in one on like whatever's built into the computer, and it has like noise cancellation settings and things like that for people that don't have headphones.
Okay. So, but they would also, I'm assuming, need a camera, an external camera.
Yeah. So if you're using like a computer versus a laptop, then it might not come with one. That's true.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to come in with video. The minimum requirement would just be audio. Just so we can talk to you.
You have some people you want to invite, Grandpa?
Well, we could call somebody up and annoy them and just ask them to come on the show.
Let's do it.
Whatever.
I would
Prank
love
calls.
You want to try calling Marissa or somebody, Brandon?
that. That happened last week.
But she never got it. She never came on, did she?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I can call Marissa.
Somebody that that we could annoy.
All right, you call Marissa.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, how would she connect with you, because she doesn't have a camera or whatever, right?
My sister?
Yeah.
My sister.
Yes.
My sister is in college with a laptop.
Okay, so she can use that to go on.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if she would come on. No, hold on. I'll try
Let's
her.
hit
I don't know if I'll
Marissa,
get her.
bro.
That would be so cool. 99.99% she wouldn't do it.
That's
Most
what I'm
people in
thinking,
my
yeah.
family are so like not shy, but like just private.
No. Grandpa, if
Well,
you
I
call, no.
I don't know about Marissa. She's pretty open.
But if Grandpa calls, Marissa.
Yeah,
can.
that's
see,
all right.
let's
Let's
see.
see. Let's see.
Let's see
She
if
helped me
I
with
can get her.
makeup
Let's see if I can
yesterday.
get her. I'll
Really?
try.
Yeah, I had to do makeup for an audition, and she walked me through it for like an hour,
Aw.
30 minutes.
I don't know if I'm going to get through. I never get through. She usually calls me back later,
Damn.
but I can try. I'm going to see who I can bother.
She's gonna know the time. She's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, Wednesday 6:30.
Call has been forwarded to an automated
Right.
voice messaging system.
Yeah, forget it.
7 3 2.
What's Linda up to, Grandpa?
3.
Linda.
She's relaxing. She went into New York with us today, and it was a.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish
Hold on one
recording,
second.
you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Marissa, it's Grandpa. If you have a chance, give me a call. We're on a podcast right now. And we wanted to put you on the podcast with us. So it's Grandpa, and it's about 6:47 on Wednesday evening. Bye-bye. So Linda's just relaxing. Linda's very shy, really. She just really is shy about going
Linda
on.
ain't got time for us.
I got a question for you,
No.
Grandpa.
Yes.
All right. if you have me over for dinner, and I offer to, or I don't even offer, I start cleaning up after myself. Would you take offense to that?
When you say cleaning up after yourself, do you mean like washing
Pi-
yourself or cleaning up the dishes and
cleaning up the
things?
dishes, picking the dishes up, put them in the sink, washing them, putting them away.
Well, it depends on the setting. If it was a very casual setting, or in a breakfast room or whatever, no, I don't think I'd mind it. I mean, I can remember entertaining, or my parents entertaining, or whatever, and or Brandon's parents entertaining, and people would always help at the end with putting the dishes away. I wouldn't take offense.
What if I left like $20 and didn't do anything?
If you left $20,
See, like you and Linda had me over for dinner, and then I just leave $20 on the table.
yeah, that I would maybe think I wouldn't want you to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Anyway. Because you're a guest, and we're not expecting you to behave like we're a restaurant or something like that. We would. I wouldn't accept it. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't accept money from you if we invited you as a guest.
What about you, Sierra?
I'm a little confused by the money part. Like, I wouldn't be offended if somebody started cleaning up. I would just be like, oh, no, don't worry about it. Maybe.
Well, like if we went out to dinner, I would have had to pay for the meal anyway. So this is the same thing. You cooked for me. You cleaned up after me.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. If you're having like a date, or if it's like a date and you say, hey, like, come over to my house, I'm gonna make you spaghetti, bro, and you leave and you just drop a 20.
Yeah, is there a tip cup somewhere?
Right? That'd be weird. But like, if you're just, don't leave money. Did you leave someone money? Did someone leave you money?
I'm just asking. I'm just wondering what's offensive and what's not offensive.
I mean, I would, instead of leaving money, maybe I would like offer to like buy the snacks, or catch you on the next one, or maybe pick up the tab for the next thing that we do. But I wouldn't just leave money.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe flowers or something. Leave a flower or something like that.
What would you do, Brandon? Are you taking
What would
the
you do,
money?
Brandon?
If Phines came to my place,
You invited me over.
I invited you over, and then I cook you dinner, and then you give me $20.
I'll leave $20. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah. You know the reason why I even asked this? It's like this is because it's Grandpa and Chill. You think there's an age thing because we're broke and young? Like, I asked this to some friends, and I feel like the younger people were like, "Yeah, I'm broke. Thank you, for the money." But I think the older you get, the more it's like, no.
I think I'm not proud. I think I'm thinking about it differently, because I'm just thinking like if it's more I don't know, like if it's more casual, like maybe like in your relationship with your friend or whatever, like you typically like either split or pick up bills, and like your friend is treating you to like a whole dinner. Like if I knew that my friend was broke and they made me a whole dinner, I would, but I'm just picturing like just hanging out, and then like somebody just slaps a whole 20 and then walks out the door.
Phines and I have done that before, haven't we?
What?
Like, I've been to Phines' place. Phines like has helped me out with something, and I'll be like, "Yo, let me just grab dinner." I guess the money thing, right? Like, it's
I think
never I'm gonna give you like, if I give 20, it feels weird, but it's like, "Yo, let me like buy us some food and we'll chill after." Then it's better.
That's different.
Yeah, I feel like I would personally be offended if someone cleaned up while I was serving them or left me money. I would really be offended if they left me money. Because I'm like, I did this for you. This is for like, you think $20 is going to be enough for all the food I made you? You need way more than that. And second of all, this is our friendship. I did this for the friendness of it, not the money.
Yeah. I think a better thing would be to just invite the other person out maybe at the end of the dinner. Let's get together at another time and I'll take you out to dinner or something like that.
Or if you're a good friend and you get invited over, you can just be like, hey, what do you want me to bring? Like, do you need paper towels? Do you need plates? Do you need chips?
Yeah. I always like the consideration, but I don't need you to do it. Like I like that someone's like, hey, do you need help with this? And I go, of course not. Of course not. But then the person that just sit there and don't do nothing, I'm like, you asshole. You didn't even offer to help.
Time you come over.
You're not coming over ever again. Give me $20.
Yo, I mean, if
But
they
yeah,
don't
but-
ask, like I remember I was in high school one time and I was sitting in like, I don't know, like the theater backs or whatever. And this dude, fucking Andrew, this dude was carrying this really, really heavy thing up these like little, it's only 3 little steps, right? And I was sitting on the couch doing something and he starts coming in like, and instead of saying like, hey, can you help me? He was like audibly struggling, like sort of like energy focus on me. Like, when is this fucking guy gonna offer to, and I just didn't. I just sat there, kept doing my thing. And then he like gets up those stairs, he puts it down. He's like, you didn't want to help? I was like, you just wanted to see. You wanted to see if I,
But there's 2 type of people. Like there's the person that's like, that's what fights start when someone goes, hey.
Yeah.
You invite them over to dinner, and then you ask them to help you install an air conditioner.
Yes. Oh my God. I have. Okay. I don't know if you listen to the podcast actually, but
He already knows.
I have this friend Julian, who
If you didn't hear that, it was a wink.
constantly asks me for. He's like, yo, I'm so glad we've connected now. We're gonna be really good friends. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, like like 2 out of 3 of the times we hang out. Fucking Julian.
Do you think they grow out of that? Does people like that? Do you grow out of that type of thing, Grandpa?
I don't know. I have a friend who is a very fine musician, and he tries to always get me to record him, and pay as little as possible. and I say to him, look, if I don't hire somebody to help, I'm going to need you to help load and unload the equipment, because I bring a considerable amount of equipment out. And he always, oh yeah, I'm going to help you. And when I get there, the first thing he does is pick up his instrument and start practicing. And I'm dragging this stuff out. And at the end of the recording session, he's out the door. And, he's a nice guy, but he's not considerate that way.
Yeah.
Would you call each other friends?
I think I've known him long enough, been helping him with recording for some time. Yeah, I think we're friends.
What
no, go Phines.
No, I'm just saying, what if he's just like the situation you had, Brandon, where the guy's just like playing his instrument and goes, well, he'll say something when he wants me to help him pick something up.
Yeah. Do you speak up, Grandpa? Do you say, please help me?
I've told him off a few times.
Oh, wow.
And he's still doing it?
But he still does it.
Wow.
He might
All right.
now pick up one tiny piece and walk in with it, and then he's gone. But
It's your stuff.
I'm talking about heavy tripods and
Oh
stuff
my
like that,
gosh.
and recording equipment. But I've learned to put up with him, and it's my decision if I want to continue with him to do that. That's my decision.
I asked if you were friends because I was curious if you're close enough to give him a call right now.
Oh, well, I would. I think he got married recently, and I think he's in Sarasota, Florida. I just got a
They have
picture of
phones
him and his
over there.
wife. Yeah, I could, but I don't know if he'll answer. Let me see. He might.
To be on his
But you know
honeymoon, it
what?
would be like,
Being the smart guy you are, Brandon, you'd probably say something to him about what we just talked about.
No.
You know
But
what? He's-
all of our
he's on his-
listeners
Big
would.
snitch. Brandon
yeah.
snitch.
And honestly,
I'm not a
he's on
snitch.
his honeymoon, so it'd be great because his wife would probably be like, I agree with you completely, Grandpa. He does that. He does it all the time. He's always
Let's
playing his
just
instrument.
prank call people for the next hour.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I was hoping Marissa would call. What about Jared? Brandon,
Sure.
I'll try him. Hold on.
You tell
I don't
him.
know
You
that
tell
he'll-
him we're
I
on the
don't know that he'll
podcast.
answer.
He'll hang up immediately.
Oh, really? Well, we won't tell him when he's on the broadcast right away.
You should tell
Just
him.
say that you're on a
Grandpa.
speaker, and somebody else is listening as well. But let's just see if he normally doesn't answer. He'll call me back. But that's just
Family.
I think you need to have. It sounds like you need to have a talk with your grandkids about answering.
Well,
On the
hey, Jared, how you doing, pal?
Tell him more on the podcast, Grandpa.
You're on a speaker right now, just so you know. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm at the gym right now. I'll call you back later.
Yeah, call me later. I'll talk with you later, pal. Bye bye.
I'll go in like an hour. All right?
Okay, bye bye.
We'll still be on in an hour.
All right,
what
Phines
that
and
means.
Sierra. Who are we calling?
You have any
Who we
family
calling?
or anybody that you can hook us up with?
As long as we're calling children, I don't know. What is this?
Sonny's at work. Yeah. That's all I know. That's all a person will call. Much like
Sure.
Yeah.
huh? No, speaking of, we were talking about the whole what offensive. If I call my mom or dad and didn't give them like a good 2 to 3 month advance, like, hey, you're gonna be on a TV show, they will be so offended. They'd be like, how dare you call me, not let me know? And they can be, I think.
Would they say that on air?
No, they would be very professional, and they go,
Oh, hi,
hey,
so good to be
hello.
here. Click. What the fuck are
Hey,
you doing?
I got an idea, Brandon. How about I call Dan?
No.
It's like, no, okay,
No. I'm gonna veto that one.
okay.
You could call Uncle David
Uncle David.
or Rena.
Yeah, I thought about that, but
Anyway.
come on, Phines, you must have some friend that we can talk with, or Sierra.
I'm gonna text my friend.
Grandpa.
I'm gonna call her.
Yes.
I thought you said I was the only one that doesn't answer when you call.
Well, that's true.
None of
But
your grandkids answer.
what I'm basically saying is that they won't answer because they're busy, but they will call me back very shortly. Whereas you don't even call back.
I
Maybe
do call back.
we could call Z. Maybe my friend
Sometimes,
Z's.
Because I'm assuming they're busy with school, they doing their work.
Sierra muted herself.
I can try my other daughter, but I frankly
Yeah.
think she's very busy with her work. So
Melanie?
yeah,
I would love that.
she's extremely busy with work. Seriously, yeah. And I could call her. She probably won't answer because
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens.
she's very, very, very busy.
Oh my gosh, dude! If you can send Melanie a Zencast or Riverside link, that would be so cool. We'd have
I
3
blacked out.
generations.
What am I doing?
Oh no, we were just saying my aunt possibly could be on the podcast.
The problem with calling her seriously, she's out in Vancouver, Canada, and it's 3 hours behind us, so it's only 4 o'clock there, and I know she's working her tail off,
Sure.
trying to get a lot of work done. She's very busy,
No problem.
so I don't want to really interrupt her at this time of the day.
You know what I learned today?
Yeah.
In Montreal,
Mm-hmm.
they have a different school system. So you don't go from high school to college. You go from like high school. Well, your high school stops in the 11th grade, and then you have 12th and 13th grade in something called, I forgot what it's called, but it's some like intermediary, like it's like junior college almost. And then after that, you can decide if you want to go and do like a technical program or just like regular 3 or 4 year university.
That sounds like a smart idea to
Right.
ramp up into college.
Yeah, because a lot of young people really don't know what they want to do just because they finished high school. They really
I
don't.
also think that the drinking age being 21 instead of 18 is super dangerous because that incentivizes a lot of kids to not understand alcohol, and then they go to college that first day and just get real fucked up.
Yeah.
Whereas like when in like Europe or something, it's just so in the culture that like they can handle their shit from the time that they leave home.
I think you're right. They should just, drink before they leave.
Thanks, Phines.
Before you leave.
Before you leave out the nest and know what you can handle. You're right. Put yourself in a bunch of kids trying to peer pressure each other, and social capital is so important for those little things.
Mm.
Hey, should I get Michelle on?
No, it's okay.
No?
It's okay.
She would answer, probably.
Yeah, but I think she would get really mad off air secretly.
Really?
Yeah, I think she'd call me and be like, why would you do that to me?
Tell her that I put you up to it.
I'm gonna let you guys know what's trending.
I think the 36 questions to fall in love idea would be a fun game to play.
Do it. Pull the lever, Kron.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I have to write my answers down, or
Emperor's
something?
New Groove. No, we can just go around and talk about it.
All right.
36 questions to fall in love. I'm gonna start with you, Grandpa. You excited?
Is that it? Am I excited?
Yeah, question one. Are you excited?
That's the question. Am I excited?
No. Okay. Here, is there a way to drop a link in the comments or
You
something?
can put it in the chat.
Okay. Click here to start. Okay. So
Where's the
everybody,
Where's chat at?
let's go to this. Yeah, where's
Okay.
the chat?
Look at
Oh, there
this.
we go.
Look up this bird.
Wandering albatross. That's so funny. Why that bird? Fine.
It's cool. It's a cool bird.
Wait, what? That's not.
Yeah, look
how
what-
big is this bird?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
What?
Right? Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the? What?
What would you rather have in your house? The house centipede or that?
Oh man,
The
I
bird.
could totally.
The bird. Obviously,
could-
the bird.
I
I'm
could
not
totally
seeing a
see
bird. I
Grandpa
don't know.
having one of these.
I don't know what you're talking about because I'm not seeing a bird.
Can I put a picture in the chat? I don't know if I can put a picture.
Probably
in the
It's
chat.
got
I
a
just
it's
Googled
got
it.
an 11-foot wingspan.
My God.
Wow.
Is that an eagle or something?
It's like a dinosaur.
Wandering albatross.
It's bigger than a person.
It is bigger than a person. Yeah.
The baby birds are bigger than babies, than human babies.
And they don't
Oh
even
my-
need it. They don't even need GPS.
Oh my god. Oh.
They're great.
I hate that. All right, I'm ready to start my quiz. Thanks to
All right,
Finest.
Phines and Grandpa, click on the word chat and then go to this link that I sent. Do you see the word chat on the top right?
Yeah, I'm
Take
here.
him into it. Is it going to take him out of this page?
Click on
Oh
that and
yeah.
then go where?
Do we not want to do that actually?
Well, we could
No.
right click and make a new
And then-
tab.
okay, I'm on
He
chat.
doesn't need it. Just read it to
How
him.
do I click
All right,
on
yeah,
Brandon?
we'll read it. We'll read it to him. All right, quick instructions. Read one question aloud to your partner, then both of you answer. Swap roles for the next question. Answering all 36 questions should take around an hour, but time isn't important. Okay.
Do I click on where it says Brandon Fox?
I'll just read you the questions, Grandpa.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this one? If you could invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be?
Let's see. If I could invite anyone in the world, probably a family member of my family.
Okay.
One of you guys. Yeah.
With what if you could only pick one? Which one of us would you pick, Grandpa?
To go out to dinner with probably you.
Okay. I don't. That didn't have the ring of conviction.
Well, I was trying to have one, but I.
Okay. All right. Sierra.
Janelle Monáe.
Oh,
no.
hey.
Okay. Fine.
Who?
Janelle Monáe. She's a artist.
Who do I want to go to lunch with? Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a really good one.
He probably smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah,
Kind of
cigarettes.
awkward. Yeah. But I guess that'd be fun.
Okay. Next question. Would you like to
No,
be famous?
Brandon.
What about
Who are you? Yeah.
Who would I like to? My grandpa.
There you go.
Okay. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
I would like to be successful in music, but I don't really care about being famous. Doesn't matter to me.
And even at this age, successful in music, meaning what?
To be able to have a good.
Just hold the microphone a little higher.
To have a good recording. That doesn't necessarily mean that it would be financially profitable, but just that I would feel that it was a quality recording.
Got you. Are you gonna let like a recording of your own piano and singing?
Well, it wouldn't be my piano. I can't play.
But your own singing.
Singing possibly, but
Yeah.
I'd rather find a younger person.
But your music that you wrote.
No, I haven't written any music. I know a lot of melodies and things that I like, but I have not written any music.
So you would like to produce somebody else's record for them and have it be successful.
Right. Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be
cool.
Nice to me. Be enjoyable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sierra.
Maybe being okay. So, like writing or making something. Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, Sierra, she's on this project. She's making this, so we know we gotta bring her. We gotta get the ticket. I don't know.
What about like fame itself? Would you want to be like famous?
I would want to be like barely famous, or like if you were like a fan, if you were like a stan of like a show or something, or like a trade, you'd be like, oh, that's Sierra Dawes. That's Sierra, don't you know? And then like all your friends would be like, no, who the hell is that? And then like that one obsessed person would be like, oh bro, don't you know that she blah 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 blah. And it's like, it's obscure, but it's like once you would hear my name, then you would start seeing it in like a bunch of stuff, and you'd be like, oh, that's what that crazy person was talking about, this lady.
That's cool.
It's like
yeah.
almost famous, moderate famous. Phines.
No, I don't want to be famous. That doesn't sound fun to me. Yeah, no, I'd rather not be famous.
Yeah.
I would like to have fun with what I like to do. I would like to have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I don't think I need a big whole stage, but like with a bunch of people cheering for me, I probably can have a small karaoke room and still have a good time. Yeah, no, and being famous is too much. It's too costly of my life. You
But
can't do
then-
stuff.
Would you want to be famous if it meant that you could be one of those lucky people that gets like an Ivy Park package, like a complimentary Ivy Park drop? You're one of the first people in line. Wouldn't that be worth it?
Mm-mm.
Wouldn't be worth it for Ivy Park?
Mm-mm. I even looked at that collection and was like, I'm okay. No, it just doesn't sound. It just sounds like responsibility. I got to keep my nose clean all the time. People always wondering what you're doing, and
Not necessarily.
always-
You could just be famous and then just do like hood rat shit and not care. You know.
yeah, but then I have to do that all the time. What if I don't do hood rat shit one day? Then people gonna be like, "Hey,
Like,
what's
alright.
why? What's wrong? It's the only reason you're famous for is your hood rat shit." And I'd be like, "I'm just a normal person. I don't always want to do hood rat shit. Sometimes I want to just hang out." No, yeah. What about you, Brandon? Do you want to be famous?
Yes, insofar as and I think this is a common misconception, like that a lot of people in like the not as successful rungs of like the showbiz ladder are like a lot of like acting teachers and stuff is like, you shouldn't want to be famous, you shouldn't give, but that's like, if you think about it from another perspective, if I'm like an office worker and I'm working on the bottom floor of the office metaphorically, and a CEO is at the top, like no one's like, yes, I would love to stay in this entry level position. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I want to just be in this entry level. It's like, no, of course, if you have a career, you want success in the career and work your way up the ladder. And like the aim for some people is like higher than their current position, but for a lot is like CEO, right? And you can't be an actor and like even make a decent living if you don't have some, like, fame is the evaluation of your ability to make a living and like work on projects you want to work on. So yeah, of course.
You know what else is nice is having fans, like someone that likes what you're doing, and actually like it affects their life and it's something that you do. So I do understand that part. Like and it's like feels good to have recognition. What are you about to say? I'm sorry, Sierra.
No, yeah, I agree. I think maybe not being famous, but being like respected in your field or being appreciated, but not maybe being like famous or wanting to be like an influencer or anything, but just wanting to be like being well known for like not being trashed. Yeah,
I would love to have a really good time, and people also go, "Wow, that was really high quality. That was good. Like I like what you do."
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't have to feel like I'm putting out content for no reason.
Right.
Yeah, your peers respect you, your work.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be financially successful or anything, but you're known to put out really good quality work.
Yeah. Is it bad that I kind of think not all the way, but a certain amount, like if you make too much money, it's like, oh man, I must have fallen off the route. If I end up being super rich and I'm releasing my own Ivy Park, I would have to look at myself and go, I wonder if this is what Phines really wanted.
I think for what's an Ivy Park?
Ivy Park is Beyonce's line, or is it? No, it's Blue Ivy. It's Blue Ivy. It's Blue Ivy Carter's line of fashion and athletic wear. It's highly exclusive. It sells out within hours of dropping when a new collection drops. And every time the new collection is about to drop, they will mail a whole bunch of it to different celebrities, and then they'll be all over their social media rocking this exclusive stuff. And I'm like, wow, you really just throwing it in your face, just bragging, just bitter, clearly.
Well, it's a perfect thing of marketing as opposed to quality of product, right?
But they're all really cute. Like, it's all really cute is the thing. Like, you're not even just jealous because it's like Beyonce wear. You're like, wow, this is Beyonce wear and it's fire and I can't get it.
But if it was some random person that wasn't famous creating and selling the line, like, it definitely wouldn't have the appeal, right?
No, Blue Ivy's name is on it. I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? Then it would just be like Fabletics or something, I don't care about that.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I had a point to that. Oh,
I know some very talented actors, and they never, they've done fairly well, but they never made it big, and they're as talented as any other actor.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater for a few years, so I met people that were great actors. And
what separated those people from the people that did make it? Whatever.
That did make
a living and get recognition.
I don't know. Maybe connections, maybe luck. I don't know. Maybe they just happened to meet the right person at the right time to give them the opportunity. It's hard to say.
Yeah. What's the next question, Brandon?
That's a good point you got there. Next question is, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say? Why?
Who are you talking to?
And if anybody wants to jump in.
I usually do. If I need to call for a specific reason, a little bit.
Really?
Just like not like scripting, but like I'm just like I don't know, because like it seems like a lot of times if I call a business or like an office or something, if you don't know exactly what they want, they like talk to you like you're a dipshit. Like I don't know, I just know I need help. Like you call and you're like, hi, like I need help with my computer. Okay.
What about it?
Right. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you call and people are like really jazzy about.
I fucking hate
job.
that. Like, it's literally, this is the thing that you signed up and are getting paid to do.
Right.
And this means that once every 6 minutes, you're making somebody's life a little bit worse. Like through sheer power of fucking will of this thing that you signed up to do to make money.
So I try to like plan ahead so I can actually like get the problem I need solved.
And here I was this whole time wondering why I always get talked to like a dipshit on phone calls.
Isn't it more about whether you're talking to friends and family where you wouldn't prepare, but if you're making a business call, you'd be more inclined to prepare for
I
it?
never
See,
prepare for phone calls.
It's the other way around for me. If I like have to talk to a business on the phone, it's whatever. But if you're talking to someone like an auntie that talks forever on the phone, or someone that you like, you know, they're gonna do this or that in the conversation, you have like, okay, I gotta stay away from these topics. I gotta make sure to listen this way. Make sure not to bring up this thing because then they're gonna bring up this thing. Yeah, it's a lot of that.
That's very.
And then maybe I do it without even knowing that. Like sometimes I assume that something like if I go back home to Indiana, sometimes I'm worried about people asking what I'm doing here in New York and like, oh, what are you doing with your life and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm just gonna gear all my conversations towards not that. So I guess that's premeditated.
So let me ask this question. I'm jumping away from what we're talking about right now, but technically, if Jared, my grandson, happens to call me, is he able to just go on his laptop or whatever you call it and join in this with video and everything?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand the whole process. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Let's do it.
Brandon,
Next question, Brandon.
Brandon, you say you don't do it? Okay.
I never. Sometimes. Fuck me. Sometimes I'll be in a phone conversation or like they'll call and I'll be like, yeah, it's over, and I didn't plan to say that. Like,
That's funny.
Just be on the.
You said that. You said that to the insurance people.
Yeah.
Or the pizza person.
I'm ending my internet subscription. like I'm ending my phone service. Okay. What would you constitute a perfect day for you? Let's start with Phines.
What would I constitute as a perfect day? So you want me to describe a perfect day, or what it has to involve?
I didn't write this shit.
That's okay. Let's see. A perfect day would probably involve a lot of sunlight, some outside time, probably some type of sport. Something with a sport where I can beat everyone. Everyone's a little worse than me.
Nice.
What
dodgeball
sport would that be?
Dodgeball. I want to play dodgeball.
Ooh,
I thought about it.
That
Perfect
would be
day.
sick.
Love dodgeball.
Wake up.
Is that with a stick and a little ball?
No. This is just hands and balls and people getting
Hands and balls, Grandpa.
Hands and balls, Grandpa. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Some type of good food to eat. Yeah, I don't know. A bookstore. That'd be kind of cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Simple.
Nothing fancy.
You, Brandon. You go, Brandon.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Brandon, you go.
I had this really nice day in high school where we went to Six Flags on like a school trip, and that might be one of the best days of my entire life. And I think it was just like just like fun without any expectation, and just like that feeling of like being a part of a community and loved per se. Yeah, just like no problems with people doing something fun and no expectations. It's not a lot of it's a lot of work as an adult as opposed to that.
We should have went to Breakneck Mountain before you left. It's in upstate New York, I think, somewhere.
I wish,
it's like
man. It's like a hiking
area.
trail. Yeah,
it's fun.
I was up on Cornwall on Hudson on like near Storm King Mountain, and I filmed something in an abandoned castle. That was amazing, dude. I mean, that would have been, when I come back to visit, we should go. You, Sonny, and what about you, Sierra?
I get up at 5:45
Ugh,
and I go for a walk. And it's a perfect walk because at 5:45 almost none of my freaking neighbors are outside. So it's just me, myself, in the streets. And I walk like 4 or 5 miles. And I come home, shower, all that. Get to wear something fun, cute. I don't know. Maybe I can go rollerblading later. And then I don't know what happens in between that. But then near the end of the day, I either get to grill something dope with a couple daiquiris, or it's Taco Tuesday, and we've got the homemade guac and the good like homemade salsa with the peaches and the mangoes, and some nice street taco shells that you gotta fry up before you can eat them, and all the tequila your little heart could want.
Wow.
And it ends with tacos. Whatever happens in between, it just ends with tacos.
Nice.
Perfect day.
I do love tacos. Grandpa?
I guess just getting through a whole day without any problems.
Yeah, Rosie.
Yeah, she bit me on the back of the neck. She doesn't mean to hurt me, but it hurts.
Who does that? Come on, man.
Do you have cuts from her, Grandpa?
I do. I have lots of them on my arms and all over the place.
No.
Yeah.
I worry about you.
Back of my neck.
Do you feel safe at home?
When's the last?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, when's the last time you had a day without problems, Grandpa?
Well, there's varying degrees of problems. Today wasn't too bad, except for going into New York with my wife's son, who drives like a total maniac, and and being nervous the whole trip, 2 hours down and 2 hours back. But other than that, it was a very peaceful day.
Yeah.
What does he say when you're like, hey, could you not go 90 miles an hour?
I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to. He's
Oh.
like one of these guys that's like very intense
Yeah.
guy. So, I thought he might get, if I told him that, he might drive even worse.
Right.
It sounds like a person. Sounds like he was perfect New York driver.
Yeah.
They're all intense.
But yeah, I guess just feeling good. Mainly just feeling good. You get a good night's sleep and you feel good about things, and maybe you got a little exercise or whatever.
Let's say let's say tomorrow's the perfect day. You wake up, you got a good night's sleep, right? And then you're gonna do a little push-ups. You got your exercise. Then what? What does the day look like for you, Grandpa?
Well, tomorrow the day looks like I'm going to have to clean up the porch and put all the plants outside, help Linda put the plants outside, and pull suitcases out of that have her summer clothing, and big heavy suitcases. And then I've got to clean up the cages in the bird room. For first, when I get up in the morning, I have to change the water, clean out the bowls and change the water and put the food in. And, but now I haven't cleaned the cage for a week, so I have to clean the cage, which is a real 2-hour job, dragging stuff around and whatever. And let's see what else is going on. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the day.
My question was, what if it was the perfect day tomorrow? What would you be doing instead?
Oh, the perfect day. maybe less of those types of responsibilities, and maybe doing something in music, recording or whatever would be nice, or just really go maybe taking a walk out in the park, which we do quite often. To go
Okay.
out to a beautiful park and having a walk, and maybe having a lunch or dinner at a nice restaurant. That sort of thing.
If I visit, I'll clean the bird cage and then we can go for a walk.
You
Would
don't know
that-
what you're getting into yet, but okay.
So don't make promises. You
Sounds
can't
like
keep.
a show.
You don't know how much Rosie shits.
Not an easy job, I'm gonna tell you.
Cool. Was that everybody? Are we on to the next question?
Did you do your best day?
Six Flags, yeah. When did you last sing to yourself, to someone else?
What? Was that a
It's
two-part
two separate
question?
questions.
Yeah,
Yes,
two-part question.
to yourself and to someone else.
Oh, okay.
When did you last think of what?
Sing to yourself or someone else.
Sing to yourself or someone else? Okay.
Like la 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 la.
Who you talking to?
You, Grandpa, you.
Okay, I did that last night.
What else did you do last night?
Watch television, watch TV.
Oh, okay. Sierra?
I don't know, like an hour ago. I
Yeah.
constantly
I do it all the
sing
time.
out my problems.
For
I'm
real.
like Linda Belcher.
Yeah. I don't who's Linda Belcher?
You know the mom on Bob's Burgers. She's
Yeah.
like always singing.
Ah, yeah. Right,
Yeah.
right. Phines?
Have you listened to Reading with Phines?
Yeah, I've listened to maybe 8 episodes at this point.
I sing to myself and everyone every single day.
Oh, nice. In every episode, which you film
Every
daily,
episode.
right?
Every episode. I sing.
Shameless plug.
Said, all right. He said, all right. We gotta wrap it up, guys. All right, get us out of here.
I think.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I love it.
Yeah. I think Reading with Finest might take off and be like #1 Apple podcast while we're doing like.
And then I'll be having my own Ivy Park series.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's what I'm saying, bro.
What if you had a Wikipedia page that was like Finest, known for Reading with Finest, and then yeah,
I hope my band has a side Wikipedia page.
right, yeah, and then like
Yeah, you'd have to make a separate one.
And I have like 2 albums I'll make from it.
The-
Just for the
the
jokes.
successful acting, comedy, and music careers are all like footnotes to the podcast, the Reading with Finest podcast.
And was with the Grandpa and Chill. You remember that one?
It'll be at the discography at the top, like and then there'll be no hyperlink. Oh man. All right, guys. It's like skipping questions. Is that what's no? Okay. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either I love this one, Grandpa. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Retain either the mind or body. Well, I mean, would you still have your mind if you retain your body?
You would have the mind that you would have normally, and then you'd have the body or the mind of yourself at 30.
Well, I don't think you have a mind. I think there's only one mind, and we're puppets of the mind. But that's another thing.
Let's get into that.
Okay, but that's difficult because I think everybody would like to be youthful. Maybe not you guys at your age because you have your youth, but when you get older, it would be nice to be youthful. But if you were going to lose your mind, you had Alzheimer or some sort of situation like that, then I would say I'd want to maintain my mind rather than lose my my ability to think rationally. But if I would maintain the mind that my normal mind, then I would say I'd like to have the physical attributes. So I don't know if I'm answering your question the way you wanted me.
What about you personally? Like, if you had to make the decision with how you
Talking about me. I'm talking about me personally.
You don't know. You don't know.
No, I said I already answered it. It's in other words, if I maintained my sanity, my ability to be rational, to not have something like dementia or Alzheimer or something like that, then I would, if I can maintain my normal abilities mentally, then I would probably choose to have the youth, the physical youth. But if I would lose my mental abilities, then I would choose to have my mental abilities rather than the physical ability.
Gotcha.
I'm sort of skirting the whole thing that you're asking.
Grandpa, you've reached you've reached 81, right? So you're probably good, right? Like you're
I don't know what that word means. I'm probably good. Did you say?
in the mind, like you've maintained who you are, like up to this
mental
point.
acuity, but not as good a memory as I had when I was younger.
Sure, like you've experienced the normal signs of aging, but like at this point, you would have already started to slip if you were going to slip, right? Losing mental cognition. Is that?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know.
Doesn't it? Would
I have days when I don't. I have days that they don't have as strong a mental acuity, but most of the time I do.
Yeah,
my memory's okay.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. You know, but like not like Alzheimer. Like for example, I don't know if you feel comfortable about this. Can we talk about Ruth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What? So your mom, my great grandma, started slipping into Alzheimer's from the time I was very young, and I have faint memories of her cognizant when I was a little kid, a baby, but then most of my memories in childhood is of her in like full Alzheimer's, right?
Well, I never knew because they don't really diagnose it as accurately. I don't know whether it was considered to be Alzheimer, dementia. I'm not sure. I know what her behavior was, but I don't know the correct technical term for what she had.
Whatever it was, though, she started doing it even much younger than you are now, right?
I would say around the age that I am right now.
Okay.
Because she passed away when she was 91, and I think that she started, and I'm saying approximately maybe 12 years before that.
Okay. So you're just reaching. She
still had some acuity.
You're just reaching the threshold where you're probably, as far as acuity goes, like God, hope to God that you're good as far as those things, right?
Yeah, I think I'm. I have confidence in myself that I have my acuity. Yeah.
What were the first signs and symptoms that you saw from her?
Well, she actually asked me to come back to Philadelphia. I was living in Atlanta at the time. My father had passed away several years before that, and she knew that she couldn't handle her situation and needed help. So I came back got rid of the business and came back to the Philadelphia area. So she knew it, and she wasn't able to really handle her bookkeeping or whatever, which she had been very good at before that. And so basically she knew about it, and then she like one time drove to a McDonald's and forgot where she parked her car, and she hitchhiked a ride home, which was not like my mother at all.
Whoa.
Had somebody bring her home, and we couldn't find the car for 2-3 weeks. The police finally called me. But I'm just saying, yeah, she lost certain things, but she also kept her mental acuity about certain things. She was pretty smart about certain things. But I think we all have some memory issues because our heads are loaded up with so many different things, and there's so much information coming in all the time that it's hard to remember everything. It may be somewhere down there in your brain, but but it's hard to recall a lot. Sometimes there are times now when I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but you know a particular word, but you can't think of that word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, a lot of people now are having brain fog from like COVID symptoms, right? But that's sort of, I think that's a very different incidence than like going to like the McDonald's incident, for example, is probably really extreme and like would be an indicator, right? And I feel like you have not experienced something like that, and you're a couple years older than when that happened to her, right?
I am. I'm assuming that she passed away.
Lift the mic up, Grandpa.
Started around in her late 70s. In her late 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you concerned about yourself, Brandon?
I mean, who knows? Like, God forbid, right? Knock on wood. I don't know. But there is a genetic component to all that stuff, and she was related to me. No, I was more worried about you, but I think we're like good. You know.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm more worried about my physical because I don't keep up with exercise that I should.
I'm less worried about your physical health than, for example, my grandma. I think a lot of medical complications start popping up, and then once you get one, it sort of all rolls into this thing, and you've always been like extremely like sturdy, and you don't have any major stuff right now, right? You have all the normal just signs of aging. So
yeah, and you really don't know. I mean, things can change overnight. You just don't know in life what kind of issues can happen to you. You just take life one day at a time and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Try to keep yourself healthy, but no one really knows what tomorrow brings.
I think as long as you can do push-ups, I'll be pretty happy.
Well, I've slowed down a lot.
So, yeah, you can do at least one, right?
I can do like 30 or 40.
I can't do. Yeah, I can't do 40 push-ups in a row. There's no effing way.
Well, I have to push myself, but I'm down to about 24 right now.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Well, there's people that are in much better shape than I am, and they're 10 years older than me, or 5 years older.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in great shape. There's a lot of people because they keep at it.
Yeah, those well-known, super fit 90-year-olds.
You have to want to keep. You have to want to keep your acuity or want to keep your physical abilities in life.
I mean, the physical makes sense to me, right? Like you want to get aerobically healthy. You like do aerobic exercise. You want to keep your muscle mass as you age. You do muscle whatever, but I think the mental acuity, it's like that's what scares me, is like how do you keep sharp? I guess like lots of prune juice or something, but
they're starting to have science behind it. I think it's like they're saying it's like diabetes 0.3, like it's like yeah. What
do you mean?
There's science saying that they correlate Alzheimer's with sometimes not only cognitive stuff like you should keep your mind sharp and do things that aren't just sitting around all day, but also your diet. And they're saying like it may be like how there's diabetes 1, diabetes 2, and then they're saying like Alzheimer's is like diabetes 3.
Do you think they think it's related to diet? I haven't looked into this.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up. But would you want the body or the mind of a 30-year-old, Phines?
I'll take both.
When you reach 90, if you had to.
When I'm 90, if I'm 90, I'm gonna take the body of a 30-year-old.
Yeah,
and I'll keep my mind at 90.
That would be cool, right? Like being 90 with the body of a 30-year-old.
Run into the club and go, give me some prune juice.
Yeah,
for all of me, everyone in here.
Yeah, I want a vodka cranberry.
It depends on who the 30-year-old is. I've seen 30-year-olds that have terrible bodies, and some of them have great bodies. Do
you guys remember that lady? You guys remember that lady during the protest last summer who was in a scooter trying to stab people who were looting a Target?
No, what?
There was this crazy ass woman during the like Black Lives protest last summer, and I don't remember where it was, but they had like just it had popped off, and I think it was like a Target that got like broken into, and people were like in and out of the Target and doing shit. And there was this white woman on a motorized scooter, for like handicapped people or like obese people, and she was obese, and she was on this scooter, and I'm gonna send you the video after, because this woman, okay, she was everybody else. There's so many people like in and out of this store, okay, and this lady rolls up, and I don't know what she's yelling about. She's doing the most, and as people are coming out of the Target, in and out of the Target, she's got a knife, and she's trying to like stab people as they're going in and out of the Target. Okay,
that's normal, isn't it?
No, but she's only trying to stab the black people going in and out of the Target. So she
awful.
gets like, and so once people realize what she's doing, like they start throwing shit at her. They like, I think somebody maced her and like a bunch of other shit, and they like knocked over her stupid scooter. And I was like, I remember I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's like crazy. Like, it's funny, but it's also crazy. But then there was like another clip where she's like talking to a camera or a reporter or somebody, and she's so like upset about the whole thing.
Wow.
And she was, it reminded me of that because she was 30 years old.
Did she get
And
arrested
I saw this.
for trying
This
to stab
woman
people?
does not look 30 years old,
Yeah.
is the point of this story.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw that and I said, holy fuck. I said, I need to start exercising, because if this is what I look like at 30, I don't know what I'm sure it was all the bitterness and racism that like was weighing down her spirit, but it was like, I was like, oh my God, I was like, she did not look 30. I just don't know what to tell you, but I don't believe it. I hope she's not really 30. I hope she was just trying to lie, like some women do lie about their age. It was so funny. I'll find it.
I'm 25, and I remember in high school hearing that someone was 30. I'd be like, God, whoa, like adult, old, all the way, other than me, different. And high school does not feel that long ago, and I'm closer to 30 than I am to high school. And I'm like, whoa, I guess I'm like here now, Yeah.
Talking about an obese woman, I was
Grandpa.
talking with my
I'm
wife's
getting-
son today on the way back from New York, and he owns and manages a reception hall, which is where they have weddings and whatever.
Yeah.
And he had a very obese woman that sat in a chair, and the chair collapsed, and she really didn't get hurt, but she's right now suing the restaurant for $1 million, and they come to find out that she has 6 lawsuits going against different companies, but they can't bring that up in court. They're not allowed to bring that up in court.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why he was driving like that. I might drive like that too. That's crazy. Does she just like go around places? She just like go into restaurants and
I
in
don't know.
hall
That's
and,
all I
like,
know about her. That
and event halls just
she
with like a
busted-
screwdriver in her pocket, and
busted the chair sitting down on it or whatever.
that's crazy.
It collapsed. So, what's the next question, Brandon?
Uh-huh.
All
You
right.
learning anything from this?
Yeah. Are you ready to get married?
Brandon's trying to learn something about himself, but go on.
What do you want to do, Grandpa? I'm down for anything. I'm just chilling today.
Well, I think you're doing fine. You're asking interesting questions. I don't know that we have all the answers for you, but
Yeah.
so go ahead with the next question.
Okay. All right. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? I didn't write
I
that.
don't like thinking about death. In fact, I was at a funeral yesterday,
No.
and and I kind of not like to think about the negatives in life. But do I have a secret way about the way I want to die?
Hunch.
Oh, a secret hunch about the way I'll die. I don't want to think about it.
Next question.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to answer that question.
You want to hear bad jokes?
Yeah, I do, Phines.
No, I ain't doing it.
All right.
I ain't
All
doing
right.
it. But no, hopefully I die from let's see. I mean, all I can think of is a low hanging fruit, not by the hand of a cop. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But you don't know. Who knows? I think I'd like to die. How I think I'm gonna die. Probably in a hospital bed, surrounded by the band members of Phines, Reading with Phines, and all the followers of Reading with Phines, and they'll all sit around want to hear one last good story.
Yeah, it'll be every follower of Reading with Finest. It'll be me and Finest in a room together.
I'm like, boo 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 boo.
Oh man! All right.
How about
name
you,
three?
Brandon? Wait, tell me how you gonna die.
Name 3 things you and your partner have in common. Appear to have in common. This is normally done with 2 partners, obviously, but I guess it's all of us. What do the
things we have in common?
Yeah, what do the 3 of us appear to have in common? 4 of us.
4 of us.
I think we all have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, we have Wednesdays off.
Oh my god.
The clock stops there.
Hello. Oh, that's good.
What about you, Brandon? What do you think?
What do
me
I
and
think
Grandpa
we have in common?
Yeah.
I'd say humor, interests, and I don't know. I'm not speaking for myself, but the 3 of you guys are nice, I'd say. Maybe not.
That's
Finest
nice
so
to hear.
much,
Yeah,
but-
and I think intellect.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's an
All
extremely
intelligent people.
out of you 3, it's an extremely smart group for sure. Sierra.
What do we all have in common?
What do we all have in common?
We're pretty quiet. We're not very talkative.
Not today. I don't. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna be speculative. I'm gonna say we all are big Avatar stans, and I'm just going to assume that when Grandpa Bart watches it, he's also gonna be a stan. I just know it.
Yeah. I think if Grandpa was of our generation, he would be even more into all the shit that we're into.
He definitely.
Well, I think that we're all interested in people having in people being treated fairly, you know. And
Grandpa Bart, was there like a solar eclipse in Pennsylvania?
well, it's getting dark here right now, and I didn't have any artificial light on, so that's what you're seeing.
Okay.
You know the thing I was gonna say, honestly, I seriously was gonna be like, we all have really good lighting, but I like the Grandpa's screen is like, I can't say it.
You look like the Mona Lisa right now.
Oh, that's great.
It's very Renaissance.
Yeah,
Well,
you
should I
look
turn
like
on the artificial light, or
No, you're fine. You're fine.
you look like one of those ghosts in Harry Potter that suddenly starts moving inside of a painting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you think me and Grandpa look alike?
No,
that would be.
Oh,
but you guys act alike.
Oh,
And you have a similar journey. I know
Even
you're trying
worse.
to replicate his.
Well, actually, when I was young, I
Travels.
did look a lot like Brandon.
Yeah, we're gonna
Really?
need some proof.
We changed with the
Bring some proof.
Wow.
you had the under blue under your eyes, right? Your whole life.
I can't remember. I don't remember if I did or not.
How do me and Grandpa act similar? Let's get into this. Finest.
Oh, I guess if you want to, I guess a good example for today I thought was very funny was both how you dealt with you told a story about the person that you didn't help because they were walking by with they're huffing and puffing, and then I thought it was very similar that your grandpa had a similar story. It was an opposite side where he was huffing and puffing and someone wouldn't offer it, So you guys have that similar quirk going on.
Similar opposites.
Similar, like, yeah, I guess similar opposites. It just
Not,
seems like.
not only, but the person did offer it to me, but then he didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
You guys are always getting.
Like-
You guys are always getting screwed over.
That's the most negative way to put that possible. I remember I said you guys are all nice. Then I was like, Phines, I don't know. I don't think I can include him at all.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Phines
is very real.
I didn't feel mean at that at all like that. I was like, I don't think this is mean at all.
Yeah. You guys are really similarly sacks of shit.
Oh my god. What's the next question?
Grandpa looks great now. Like the sun is just starting to cast from the left side.
Yeah, he's got like a glow.
Really big saturation on the rosy cheeks.
Yeah,
it's a nice glow.
Isn't it weird? Out of like, now that we have a minute, out of like maybe 200 guests, 30 something episodes, how many fucking people work as Santa Claus?
One.
No, we've had like 3 on the show.
I only remember one.
Oh, all right.
The guy on the YouTube commercial, the one on the YouTube channel that looked really good. He looked just like Santa Claus. It was really.
What was his name, Nick?
Yeah, his name was Nick.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nicholas.
Sierra, for what in your life do you feel most grateful?
I guess my parents. Yep. Super supportive.
Oh, that's nice.
Dope.
They're frequent listeners to the show, right?
Yeah. Big stands.
Really? That's cool.
Wow.
That's
No,
nice.
they are.
That's nice.
Good feedback.
What are their
Good feedback all the time?
Oh, it's all only positive feedback?
They give good feedback.
Good. Finest. What in life do you feel most grateful for?
I am very grateful. I like that I am curious. I'm happy.
You're grateful for yourself, your own talents and abilities.
Every morning.
I would be too. I do. I think you're very. I'm very envious of your talents. Grandpa.
I think who I am.
Cool.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Grandpa and Phines,
Brandon?
very similar. I guess. One of my
I hope I look
most
like Grandpa when I'm that old.
Yeah, what do you think for, Brandon? Grateful for, Brandon.
one of my most.
Well, it looks like I'm really
grateful for-
fading away.
Most.
Oh man, probably my childhood dog, cause I really love that. Like that was. I don't think a lot of people get a dog as good as that one.
Oh yeah.
Rusty.
Rusty, yeah. I
should've
still.
said that.
I read this poem by this like grandpa aged man, and it was like he was like, after all these years I never forgot my childhood dog, and I was like, oh yeah, that rings pretty true. It's a good boy.
That's good.
Next question.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be, Grandpa?
That's a tough question for me.
I'm so
I
excited.
had mixed emotions as far as the way I was raised.
Yeah.
If I could change anything, maybe a more normal situation, maybe some more normal kind of a situation with my parents, with my mother in particular.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that my mother was a very loving person, but she also had a temper, and I think it affected myself and my siblings. But I never felt threatened by it. But I realized that other people have had a more normal life than I had.
Can you turn your gain up, Grandpa? Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you
I
now.
grew up in a fairly affluent family. You know that. and so I had certain advantages in life, but at the same time I had some difficult issues with my parents, not so much my father, but with my mother and in my upbringing, and then a lot of it was my own fault, But basically, that's what I would say. To have a more normal life, but I don't know what is normal because I don't know if anybody really has a totally what we call normal life.
Right.
I'm not so sure that we think other people, have this normal situation, but maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Cool. Phines or Sierra?
My upbringing?
Mm-hmm.
What would I change about my upbringing? I guess I would have liked to have more. I had 3 sisters, which is great. But it would be nice to have like a brother that was my age, close to my age. All my sisters are really old. Now, I'm sorry. I apologize. My sisters are not old. They're so young. But
They
they're
don't
just,
listen, do they?
No. No.
They'll find this one.
Right. They'll find that one part like, you call me old? They're like 6 to 9 years older than me, so it's like I wish I had some people my age ready growing up. Probably been cool. Maybe I take that back. Then I would have had less stuff. We'll see.
Did I have to share it?
I would have
too much.
What about you this year? Or Brandon?
I wish I'd eaten less or just had like a better understanding of like food when I was younger. Because I started stress eating when I was like really little. So that would have been good. Like I didn't have like we didn't live in a good neighborhood. Like I read about this like a lot when I was in school about like the way like your income can affect like your health so much, like not even like in a stress way, but just in a diet way, as far as like what's available to you, or like whether or not you have time to like prepare your meals or prepare healthy meals and stuff like that. So like that would have been better to know like 80 pounds ago, I was like when I was like maybe when I was like in high school or even grade school, it would have been good to know.
Got you.
Yeah.
I want to add something to what I said. I think that I would have liked to have had more understanding or compassion for people and not taken people for granted when I was young, and understood that, people are very important in life. And for me, everything was more about mechanical things and electrical things and hobbies and all this and that. As I've gotten older, they become, the balance has changed and people are more important. So I wish I had known better. I had a lot of friends when I was young and I didn't keep the friendships. I took everything basically for granted.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
What about you, Brandon?
What would I change about the way I was raised? What would it be? I had a brother that I was really close to, but he was a half brother. And then when I was 10, he sort of disappeared from my life. And as I'm getting older, like I am realizing how much it affected me, like emotionally and interpersonally and stuff like that, without me even realizing it,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think maybe not having gone through that would have changed a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Grandpa knows what I'm talking about.
I think for me, putting too much emphasis on money or finances and not enough on just living life and enjoying life and having friendships and so forth.
Yeah, I think that's some sage old person wisdom right there.
It took me a long time to really understand that.
No. So, I guess I'll just go on to the next question.
Keep going. We're not gonna get to the end, but
Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. We can skip that one. I feel like everyone
question 12
would want to skip that one, right?
Oh my god.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Phines.
To be able to, what was it? Any skill set I want?
Quality or ability?
Mhm.
I want to be able to make a railroad with magnets so that I can be rich and patent it.
Oh, a what with magnets? Sorry.
A railroad station, like in Black Panther.
Got you.
Oh, you know that fighting scene
So
where
Yeah.
I was like, man, I should learn how to make that. That'd be really useful. Yeah, there you are.
Cool. Sierra?
Any quality or ability, the ability to possess a fully functioning, healthy 23-year-old spine.
Oh,
Amen. Yeah.
I know a guy.
Bro, you're completely in the dark.
Oh yeah, grandpa. Let me saying I should. He should say I know a guy.
like a blue man group.
Grandpa's fading away in
Floating
the
head.
midst of this episode.
Y'all gotta watch this one. I don't know.
Yeah,
if, you can
if
just
you're
listen to
listening,
it.
go to YouTube, check us out.
Just do it in time lapse.
He looks.
Yeah,
but-
at least just like scrub through so you can just see the gradual.
Yeah, we've
descent
we've
into
we've
darkness.
seen so many different versions of like this picturesque painting of Grandpa today, and it's like he's reached his final form. He's like a floating head of darkness. Like
You should
he really does.
Sing.
He looks like
Hello,
the dude
darkness,
from
my friend.
Shrek, where they're like mirror, mirror
The
on the
mirror.
wall, and he's like the floating head.
Or a ghost.
Yeah,
Grandpa Bart, have you seen Shrek?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
All right, I need to go get more water. Talk amongst yourselves for a sec.
Oh my god.
We don't have any more questions. Give us more questions before you leave. Oh, he's just gonna leave.
Well,
We're gonna start,
well,
and then
I
we're
can
gonna come
answer
to him
one
when we
question.
come back.
What was the
We're
question?
gonna come.
I think
Yeah, one ability. What was it?
I think that I would have liked to have to possess great musicianship on piano or an instrument. You know, to be like a
Yeah.
really great jazz musician or whatever. I don't have that ability. I've been playing for years, and I sound okay to somebody with an untrained ear, but somebody that's really good, I'm not in that class at all.
It's hard.
Yeah, I don't have it in me. It's not in me. I could sit at a keyboard for the rest of my life. I still won't be a really good musician. Just not there for me. But I would have liked to have had that.
Yeah.
You have a new question, Brandon?
Yeah. What was your ability, Brandon? What was your ability, Brandon? Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, like high level, probably some sort of teleportation, controlling of time or aging or something like that. But or like all the answers. Oh, I don't know. That's scary. But like
Flying would be dope.
yeah.
All the answers will be scary.
Yeah, but something real, just like being able to be the most beautiful singer in the world, I think would be amazing. Because I would be able
Like-
to take what I love to do, which is sing, and then share it with other people without them getting upset.
So like a male Adele, that's the dream.
Mel Adele,
That's my wife's favorite, Adele.
She's the best.
Something like Andre Bocelli. He sings very beautifully. I don't know. Next question. This says, what is your favorite part about being on the Grandpa and Chill podcast? Least favorite part? Be honest.
What is the most and least? Did you say? I couldn't quite hear you.
Yeah, most and least.
Who wants to answer that?
I'll answer it. My least favorite part is all the technical difficulties. Like, I feel bad when when clean feed drops out or something, or when we can't get stuff to work. Like, especially when we were on clean feed, because it was like there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot that you can do when someone's having connection problems or something like that, and it makes me look bad, and I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, yeah, it's not. It has nothing to do with
I hate it. Like, if we weren't in the middle of a panaderia, I would be in a studio with a board, and I'd be able to just be like, hey, everybody, just shut up and just sit still for 2 seconds so I can change this cord or plug this in or something like that. But that's the tough part, is you can't there's not a lot in your control, especially when you're relying on other people trying to get on, log in or whatever, and everybody having different internet and different speeds and stuff like that. You can't help that.
I think there's some sort of groupthink understanding, when Colbert and The Daily Show went to the pandemic version formats of it's all free reign, and the audience is now understanding of what we're all doing, right? Because it's all less than ideal and stuff. So I hope there's that forgiveness there. Email us at Grandpa and Chill.
Right. Let us know how annoying it is when you listen to this. No, but my favorite part, I think, is I think maybe just hearing people's stories, when somebody has just talking to people about crazy stuff. Azumi always has good stories, and who was that guy who was a bodybuilder, and he was talking about he ran into his bully.
Yes.
And
I think about that all the time, dude. Ryan or something.
He was great. Yeah, I think it's Ryan. He was so great, and he was nice, and totally unexpected. We just see all kinds of different people, and they have great stories. My favorite.
Yeah. Finest.
Grandpa?
I thought he wanted you to. Okay, you want me to?
Finest
okay.
doesn't
The
want to
thing
answer.
for me that I enjoy is working with you guys, but also learning things that I didn't know before. It's an education for me. I don't really have anything negative to say. Pretty much what Sierra said about the technical issues, but really nothing serious in that respect. I think mainly working with you guys and just learning from different people, different things that I may not have been aware of before.
Yeah.
Finest.
I really am impressed by Brandon, and I think you're doing a good job. Proud of you for what you're doing. And I really like seeing you succeed.
But
I also, I got butts.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
But I also really like talking to people and sharing ideas and getting connected and learning things. That's really cool. I'm a big fan. I hate how long it is.
Yeah.
I'd be dying over here, yo.
That's one of the good feedbacks that I get from my parents, because my mom is I love watching the show because I love to see everybody's expressions, and she says it finest when you she can tell when you're done
Yeah.
for the night. She can tell. She's your face just slowly just
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a really
So
neat,
good.
dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought of something else we all have in common. I have it. We're all artists. We're all in the arts.
Yeah.
That is true.
Grandpa looks like he's in hell right now.
You're gonna have to see this later when I put it together.
Like,
Should I lighten it up?
I thought he had reached. I thought he had reached his final form, but you're literally glowing red on my screen, Grandpa.
We're just gonna have
You
to,
look so off.
When we can't see him anymore, we're just gonna cut it. I'm just
Well,
gonna
you'll
hang
keep
up.
seeing me because the only light I'm getting that's showing me right now is the light from my
Computer
monitor
screen.
From the monitor screen. So anyhow, what is the next
Well, Brandon got an answer.
Yeah.
research that you're doing, Brandon?
My favorite part and my least favorite part of the show. I think favorite part is probably two things. I think like the Avengers that we've assembled here are like, I don't think it could have been better, like, knock on wood, and I didn't like intent, it just happened that way, like, literally.
Yeah.
And that includes like all of the guests that have come on from their own volition. Like, I mean, that's pretty crazy. For a podcast our size and with how small the episodes we've had, like, to have the amount of people we've had involved is like literally, I don't think it's been done, honestly.
And almost
Jared's on the
everybody has
phone.
been really
Wait.
normal.
Brother, sister, who is it?
Jared.
Hi, Jared.
Tell him he's on the podcast. Tell him to say hi to
You're on a podcast right now, Jared. Just want to let you know. You want to say hi to Brandon and Phines and Sierra?
Hi, everyone.
You what?
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi, everyone.
hello.
Hi,
Tell him we
Jared.
said hi. Can you hear us?
What's the topic
Yeah,
today?
can you hear us? We said hi.
What's the topic today?
We're
Brandon.
talking about. Tell him we're talking about 36 questions to fall in love, and the question we just asked was hello. Oh, he can't hear me, can he?
Yeah, he can hear you. Yeah.
No, he can't.
Hello?
Yes, he can. Oh, hold on a second. Let me move this. Oh, that's right. I'm hearing through headphones. Hold on a second.
Ask him this
Yeah.
question, Grandpa. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Ask him.
If you could wake up tomorrow and gain any one quality or ability, what would that be?
Flight. I don't know.
Ask him why.
It's a good one.
Flight, did you say?
Yeah.
When you say flight, you mean to fly an aircraft or have wings?
To have wings, of course.
Oh, okay. And why would you want that?
I could go anywhere in the world. No, I don't know. I have to think about it.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like
How was your workout?
Yeah, it's 85 degrees here today, so it's really hot.
Yeah, it's pretty warm where I have the same temperature today. It was actually, I was up in New York today, but yeah, it's been quite warm today.
I'll call you back
Wait,
after your podcast.
Grandpa,
tomorrow.
tell
Okay.
him to
All right,
wait.
bro.
Tell him to wait
All right.
for one sec. One sec.
Brandon, hold on. Brandon said to wait. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
Ask him what his favorite and his least favorite part of the Grandpa and Chill podcast is.
What is your? Oh, I'm not going to waste your time because.
That is hilarious. I'm not gonna waste this man's time.
He looks like
part of the podcast.
He looks like the poster from that movie.
Which one?
Did you hear that, Brandon?
No, I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
He said his most.
Put the
favorite
microphone
part
up,
is me.
Grandpa.
Okay. He said his most favorite part is me, and his least favorite part is somebody else that's on the podcast. Anyhow.
That's hilarious.
Okay, Jared. Good talking to you. Okay,
Bye,
bye.
Jared.
Oh
You look
man,
like that post. You look like the unfriended poster.
Grandpa.
I forgot that he couldn't.
Let me see. Unfriended post.
Yeah.
She's just sitting in the dark.
Well, anyhow. All right. So what's next? What's the next question?
Unfriended. Oh my God.
What's so funny?
When you were on the phone, the light on the phone was just like all I had to see you with.
Oh, no, I don't.
It's so funny, man.
The Momo one?
No, it's just this lady in the dark
and like all she has is like her computer screen lighting up her face.
Well, we're all just spirits.
We're all just spirit. Oh, I see this Momo. That is scary. I don't like that. Okay. All right. Number
I don't know what number we on.
These aren't as fun. I'm trying to find a fun one. That's not fun. That's not as fun. These aren't as fun. These are less fun. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive. That's boring. How close and warm is your family? We don't need to do that. That's weird. These are getting weird.
Yeah.
I wish I had some. No. Okay, these are okay. Well, they are for dating.
Yeah.
It's getting more dramatic as you
I
get
think
further
that's-
down into the.
I'm trying to figure out how this determines, what does it determine?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Just how close we are. This is team
But I don't
building.
remember.
yeah. This. Well, okay. I'll ask this as we're nearing the end. What was each of your guys' favorite moments of the podcast so far? Finest is like 8:31.
My favorite. Let's see. I don't. So many good ones. There's so many good ones. I had so many good conversations. How can I pick one? I like some of the people that were on the show regulars. That's really cool. I like that. Favorite moments.
I enjoyed listening to Sierra's uncle.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that was
I did enjoy
pretty.
that. Yeah, learning.
That was pretty
learning
good.
A little bit about sleep deprivation.
No.
It's a good uncle.
That Izumi story about the dude she had a pee for that dude.
Well,
know.
she held the piss on her
Yes.
leg. That was great.
Yeah,
And he,
that was pretty funny.
and the dude had she's like, this totally was just so random. And I'm like, no, that guy had everything planned out. He
Yeah.
knew where to go. He had it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was really funny.
Funny story.
There's been quite a few standout moments. I think last week was really cool. Just having an expert. I think it really. This is a cool group of people to be with an expert with.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if anything, even if we're not super talkative, when we do have a guest that knows what's up, that we're really good at handing over, especially Phines and Sierra and Grandpa. Honestly, Ryan, the dude that had the bully story, that was amazing. Azumi's story. That one episode where we had 3 people in a row where we were talking about some very whatever thing, and then they were all like, oh my god, this horrible tragedy happened to my entire family back to back to back. Do you remember that?
Oh my god. Yes, I remember that.
The music episode and the D&D episode.
The D&D
Bro, the
episode
D&D
was so
episode was
fun.
actually freaking
That
fun.
was fun.
as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was pretty
dude.
fun.
I don't know if anybody else drop a comment and let me know if you like that episode because that shit was funny.
I think
fun.
it was hard from the inside, but everybody I've talked to from the outside that has heard that episode loved it and thought Grandpa was hilarious playing D&D. Yeah, what else? There's one other thing that I feel like I'm forgetting. I don't know.
Aisha.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. The conspiracy theorist. Is that what you're talking about, Sierra?
Kiddo.
Yeah. Grandpa, you don't know this. This is the only part of the show that you weren't a part of. But right after you left in one of the first episodes, we had a conspiracy theorist on and had a pretty intense conversation, which was that was a really fun moment for me.
I enjoyed your acting with your friend who's also an actor, and You were doing a little, I think it was Shakespeare.
Oh, you like
That
that?
was really funny.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Romeo.
Well, I
and-
like it because I'm really not into classical type acting, but I learned something from it. You know, it was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even the my favorite podcasts that have been on for many years, like they talk about the growing periods and stuff, and it's pretty crazy, like how fast and just how much you pick on of like. You good, Phines?
Yeah, I'm just being funny.
Well,
What?
yeah. No, I wasn't looking, and then I saw.
Look, look, you didn't say anything to Grandpa. Look at his weird ass.
Bro, I gotta get out of here.
Wait, Grandpa, do it again. Do it again, Grandpa.
Oh God.
Look at that and tell me that's not unfriended.
Yeah, to our audio listeners, you need to watch the YouTube version of this video.
You just
You gotta
have to
see
watch
Grandpa's
it.
face. We should just do. All right, let me intro the show and then we'll get rolling. Hi, I'm Brandon Fox. You're listening to another episode of Grandpa and Chill. I'm with my amazing producer Sierra, my millennial grandfather Phines, and my good friend Grandpa. Thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna turn my light off and see what happens. Hold up.
Good night, Brandon.
Wait.
Good night,
Grandpa.
Sierra.
Grandpa, wait.
Podcasting with Grandpa Bart and Rosie, always on his shoulder. This is Grandpa and Chill.
Grandpa and Chill is brought to you by your hosts, Brandon Fox, Bart Frank, and Phines Jackson. Our producer is Sierra Doss. You can find episodes old and new on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch the show, and follow us on Twitter for behind-the-scenes moments you can't get anywhere else.